So welcome back to part 3, and in the last part actually showed you the way or to develop a new extension, uh, name triggers, and you can specify your own triggers up to 10. So these all options are available, and in this video we are going to do is we are going to take this trigger part a step further using the variable API. So what we are going to do here is uh, first for testing purpose we are going to make a new variable called test, for example, and I'll not define the value. Let's define the value to 0 for now, and yeah, test, and I don't need this. So I'll just add the measure for the variable, which has the value 0. Insert, and I'll just use the dollar sign. Perfect, we have 0. And there are a lot of extensions in branch which you can play with the extensions, and if just in case you want to satisfy a specific condition and you want to fire that into a new one. For example, uh, our field API part is done, so here I'll make a variable one. So for the variable one, what action property API components we need? It is simple. The API we are going to use is, as I said, is variable API. And we'll specify the component also. So the property or the property name will be, for example, variable name, then value, and action will be get the variable using the method, and what method you are going to use it or we are going to use it is get method. Okay, okay, so you can actually get by name also. So if you specify the name, you can log the model or the metadata of it. So let's say by name, and string, and this will be string as well, and this will set, everything will be same. It will be set by using the set content method. Okay, or you can just say so These two properties are important, and I don't think so anything else is there. So let's get on with it and see how it works. First, what we'll do is I'll just edit this and say equal to 1 plus 2 plus 3. It says 6. So it is evaluating because obviously we have used the dollar sign and all, and let's go ahead and say trigger underscore variable, and I'll use the same array method only. So I'll say over here. Okay, so array property. Let's copy this, paste it here. Perfect. Change the reference first. Let's say what define triggers. Okay, defined field selection triggers, define, I'll say variable trigger, and I forgot to add this an expr expression for satisfying our condition, which is true or false. Obviously it will be a string. API use nothing. Okay, so 3, I'll say this, I don't need this, copy paste. So label, I'll change it to variable name, variable value, and the condition so this condition should be an optional expression. So I'll just refresh my page. Edit, go ahead and see. and look for errors. I think so we have one. Okay, so on line 58, where's 58? Okay, oh, very silly mistake again. Let's check. Okay, no errors for now. So we have defined variable triggers. It will not work. I'm going to delete the extension, add it again. I don't want the title. Perfect. Variable name, value, and condition. So our basic thing is done. So I'll just say test value to be let's say 2 plus 6, and condition if let's say if get selected count of state is equal to or basically more than 0, then you give me true, else false. Okay, so my condition is also done. I'll check here. Perfect, the condition is false. Test 2 plus 6. What I'll do is I'll drag in state. It says the condition is true. Now I'll clear the selection and then check again. It says false. Perfect. So that's a conditional based expression. So we can implement this condition over here also in triggers, just in case we want it. So let's add that also, but for now we'll finish the variable part. So up here in actions, we are going to say action underscore field, and I'll copy this, paste, and say action underscore variable. I'll make a new function with these two attributes again. I don't need the switch case for this, so but yes, I'll need the for each condition. Object layout dot trigger where . And what I'll do is I'll first copy this and I'll set it here. Before setting all the values and all, I'll say if condition which says layout dot condition if this is true, then use this. Perfect. And else okay. So anything left? Yes, we have to specify the variable name. Here it says here the value. Perfect. So let's refresh and check for errors. I think there should be no error, but still. Okay, I have said 2 plus 8, 2 plus 6, sorry, which is 8. I'll change this to 2 plus 2, this is 4. So what you can do is you can also give a string test string. Okay, so for giving strings we can again go to our method which says content number value or string. So either way we have to select only one. So what we can do is we can go to button group and say what type of group it is or what type of property it is. So I'll just go here, I'll copy this property and I'll paste it. I'll say type variable type. I'll change the reference button group. I'll say type 1 2 3. This should be, for example, XPR. Select for expression. This should be for string. And for default I'll say it is string. So what I'll do is I'll copy this, go up here, use if, or we can actually use this case method also. So I'll take this case break. Before that, switch. If it's 1 dot type variable type, if it's case 1 2 3 2 and 3, I'll say expr string number. So for expression, we are done with the expression. I'm going to copy and paste it here, and only one thing is going to change, that is the method, obviously. I'll refresh the page and see what we get. Okay, it says 6, the last thing is 6 there because it is default. And let's see if the condition is met. So have we part? Okay, so let's debug it. Console.log, save condition, comma, type. The condition is false and type is undefined, so condition is false. I'll go to this type, it is a string. Okay, okay, so over here the number part, I'm going to say percent integer dot percent. And in here I'm going to say plus this for string, and let's refresh. This is as number. Now expression we have to put equal to. Perfect. And I think this value is set now. So if I'll say if my so get field selection of this is equal to in, then give me true. Okay, so let's say if my answer is not met the true value, so if you want to give a false value also, how you can give it? It is as simple as that. I'll copy this, paste it here, and I'll say if this is true, then 10, else 100. Okay, 100. I'll search for in 10. So my condition is also working fine. So what you can do is we are going to add this condition here also in the field one, that if my condition is met, then you do this action. For doing this, we'll simply copy this condition part, and I'm going to paste it here. So we have a condition also here now. So reference is condition. We'll go to the method. I don't want the console now. Before doing this action, or before I can even doing this, okay, I'll say if my condition layout dot condition is true, then you do this. Okay, let's check this also. So what I'll do is I'll delete this, refresh, add a fresh extension, and we'll go ahead and check it. Triggers, I don't like this. Go to field, condition, very good. I'll say again if get field selection of state is equal to in, then give me something and something. Give me, for example, give me true or false. I'll copy this also. Field name is state, select match in. Sorry, I'll not select this. I'll select AL. So what I did is in if condition I specified the true value for both the sections, and just saved it, refresh. and if I select IN, condition is met. It says AL now. So you can do this for either way. For example, if you select some other field, let's say uh, basket item, let's say in my trigger, field trigger state is this. And what is the dimension name? It is basket items. Nothing. Perfectly fine. So my condition is also working. So I think we have covered a lot. We have covered the field selection triggers, variable, editing variable and all. And we have also covered the condition part also in variable triggers also. So the last thing I think which is left is will be of 5 to 10 minutes. I'll make a new video. So it is like if you click on an object. So for in our case, our objects will be table or whatever kind of chart it is. So I'm planning to add that also, but let's see. And that's all for today. For basically this video, the third part. Uh, Thanks for joining me. Thank you very much.